Did you know that Narendra Modi became the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Egypt in 26 years in June this year? In an effort to further boost the ancient India-Egypt bilateral ties, elite units from the Indian Air Force and Indian Army are set to showcase their skill and expertise over the sands of Egypt. The mega multinational war games will also expand India's footprint in the Mediterranean region. Let's get into the details. Over 320 skilled personnel, including the Indian Air Force elite Garud Special Forces, are set to participate in the grandeur of the multilateral exercise Bright Star-23 at the Cairo West Air Base. The Indian Air Force contingent, including 5 MiG-29s, 2 IL-78, 2 C-130 and 2 C-17 aircraft will be commanding the skies at the multinational exercise till September 16, 2023. The Indian Air Force transport aircraft are also providing airlift to around 150 personnel from the Indian Army. This event will witness elite squads from regional and global allies including the US, Saudi Arabia, Greece, Qatar and for the very first time India. The Indian aircraft will be marking the first ever Indian Air Force participation in such a military exercise in Egypt. The objective of the exercise is to fine-tune tactics, interoperability, joint operations and bonding between the forces. The roots of this collaboration run deep. Rewind to 1960s when India and Egypt joined forces to develop aero engines and aircraft, with Indian counterparts training Egyptian pilots, cementing a legacy to cooperation that stands strong today. In January this year, Cyclone 1 was the first ever joint exercise of its kind, bringing the special forces of the Indian Army and the Egyptian Army together to hold military exercise in the deserts of Rajasthan. Recently, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi graced India's Republic Day celebration as the chief guest, a first for an Egyptian leader. Not to be outdone, the Egyptian Armed Forces contingent had their debut at the India's biggest ceremonial parade. In June, PM Modi and El-Sisi penned a strategic agreement transcending sectors from security to trade and investment to technology. Egypt has traditionally been one of India's most important trading partners in the African continent. India and Egypt are two of the world's oldest civilizations and have shared deep trade and cultural ties since Ashoka and Ptolemy II. The India-Egypt bilateral trade agreement has been in operation since March 1978. Under PM Modi and El-Sisi, this relationship has been given a new lease of life.